Hi, it's Ulti Carlson here. We're going back to some old school Nintendo cartoons today. The subject of today's video is Captain N, the Game Master, a classic series that debuted in 1989 and ran for 3 seasons. I'm going to unbox this release and share my opinion. Just a brief disclaimer, this is out of print, but my friend Lynn was nice enough to lend me his copy. He's got a channel on here called Blue Ranger Power, so you might want to check some of his pop culture stuff out. He's got some good vids. But you got the cover art there with our title character, Captain N or Kevin Keene. Although in this picture you can't see his power pad belt or zapper, so I really wish they'd done that a little differently. Top of the box, bottom of the box, side of the box, sides of the spines. Discs 1 and 2 are in this spindle. You got Kevin, Princess Lana, Mega Man there. List of the episodes. This has all the Season 1 episodes, plus it includes some Exploring Videoland concept art and character bios. Disc 1 has the first half of Season 1. Disc 2 has the second half of Season 1. And we'll pull these discs off real quick so you can see the art underneath. Right here they got, they're writing on Game Boy. Although technically this is wrong because they didn't get Game Boy until Season 2, and these are the Season 1 episodes. And then Discs 3 and 4 have the 2 discs that make up Season 2. Here's our discs. If I pull off Disc 3 here, you get a nice view of Mother Brain and her henchmen. And also, here's the back of the box, so you can just kind of see some of the bonus features that are included in here. Captain N basically is the story of Kevin Keene, who's a teenager that loves video games. One night he's playing Punch-Out, and he gets sucked into his Nintendo and finds himself in a world where all the game characters are real. The woman who summoned him is Princess Lana, who's ruling the kingdom of Videoland in the absence of her father, King Charles, and she's allied herself with several game characters, including Simon Belmont, Mega Man, and Kid Icarus. But the forces of chaos are setting out to conquer Videoland, and it's a group that consists of Mother Brain from Metroid, the Eggplant Wizard from Kid Icarus, King Hippo from Punch-Out, and Dr. Wily from the Mega Man series. And over the course of several episodes, of course, they battle on several different video worlds. Although Mother Brain is the main villain, there are several episodes that bring in other villains, including the likes of Malkill from Wizards of Warriors, Dragon Lord from the Dragon Quest, aka Dragon Warrior series, the Evil One from Faxanadu. And I mean, there's even an episode where they go inside Kevin's body and fight germs and viruses. So as you can tell, it's a pretty interesting show, but I have to warn you, it has not aged very well. The quality of animation is not the best. And on top of that, the series just really emphasizes slapstick humor a lot, and the characters are not very accurate to their video game counterparts. I mean, Simon Belmont's this wimpy, macho guy who's like obsessed with his looks and wants to win over Princess Lana. Mega Man looks like a midget version of Bobby Hill who talks like a chain smoker and adds the word mega to every sentence he says. Kid Icarus actually looks pretty accurate, but he has this annoying habit of adding Icus to almost everything that he says. And then in the second season, Game Boy joins the team, who's literally a floating, talking Game Boy, which is about as funny and ridiculous as it sounds. Mother Brain, of course, is depicted as this very vain and egotistical villain, and King Hippo and Eggplant Wizard are this bumbling duo of idiots, and they're actually quite funny. Dr. Wily seems to be the one somewhat competent villain. And I will say this. The show has not aged well. These characters have never been depicted in this fashion in any other media, and I say that's a good thing. The show is a lot of fun to revisit for nostalgia purposes, but if you're coming in here expecting some great masterpiece show, I really advise you to check your expectations at the door. It's great for nostalgia, but if you've never watched this show before, and you go in having no idea what to expect, I don't think you're going to become a fan. That said, though, I watched this when I was a little boy, and I had a good time revisiting it, cringeworthy as it may be. Picture quality in these discs is not the best, but for years and years, people just pretty much circulated VHS tapes that they copied off the air, so it's certainly an improvement over those. One minor thing I do need to get out of the way, the episode How's Bayou, which is actually the second episode of the series, is a rough cut version that only aired once. There's several scenes that have unfinished animation, and some don't even have the backgrounds in, so that's pretty bad right there. I don't know why they couldn't just use the later version. And then episodes that had covers of popular music songs Those have been replaced with the generic Mega Move instrumental, which is a song that was in Season 2. That instrumental was also used as replacement music in a lot of the Super Mario DVD sets as well. So it said they were going to have similar sounding music, but that ended up being a lie because they just used that same piece of music in everything. Bonus features, there's actually a pretty decent supply of those. We get character bios, we get concept arts for the world, we get the episode preview for the first episode of the show, and even a reprint of the original Captain Nintendo story from Nintendo Power that supposedly inspired the show, although it's got a lot of typos and has entire paragraphs missing, so you might see it's more of a condensed version. I'm also not a fan of the menus on this disc. They look very nice, but they're really hard to navigate. I mean, you have 2 different sections for bonus features on each disc. One says bonus features, one says more. It's like, why don't I just have them all in one area? And you try to click on some options and it says like disc 1, disc 2, like one of the other discs. And then there's a play all button. And you have menus where you can select individual episodes. But really, I think the menu design needed to be simplified. So I have to say, it's a mediocre set for a mediocre show. It is missing the Season 2 episode, When Mother Brain Rules, but that's just a clip show episode, so you're not missing much. So it's all of Season 1, all of Season 2, except for that one episode. It does not include the 7 episodes made for the 3rd season that aired with the Super Mario World cartoon, but those are available on a separate set, so just throwing that out there as well. So I have to say, don't rush out and pay the inflated out-of-print prices for this. Wait and see if it comes back into print. I don't exactly know who owns the rights to the DEET catalog now, but it should be reissued for nostalgia's sake, if nothing else. But don't pay a ton of money for this. How about you? Are you a fan of Captain N, the Game Master? What's your favorite episode? Who's your favorite character? Comment down below and let me know what you think. Also, remember to subscribe to this channel for more content. I'm always posting new videos. And make sure to give this one a like if you found it helpful. I'm T. Carlson. I'll see you next time.